Hey, what is up guys, this is your boy Twa here. This will be a video of King Trade and the first August patch, and I've read through it and I think it's pretty interesting. Let's get it popping. First and foremost is a rerun of a dungeon that we've already seen. However, the rewards, as you can see, are quite interesting, because guess what? More event artifact pieces, and you can never have enough event artifacts, so everybody will have a 5-star Christmas ornament. Okay, that being said, for the contribution rewards, you can get yourself a Pendulum of Fantasy, and this is an item that outside of Eclipse nobody uses really, and even inside of Eclipse I think it's very debatable whether this is good or not. However, if you want to have 10 teams all geared up, this Pendulum of Fantasy might actually be. But I think a nasty new item got added, and that is the Estelle's Team Build Guide. So what it says, daily hero and support hero for free, together with a guide. And for what it seems, this is the hero list, and it seems you will be getting Estelle, which is a crazy character to get at the beginning. You can get yourself a Heartland for free. That, my ladies and gentlemen, is way too good. Now, as for the damage dealers, there's obviously few that really come to mind. Chase, obviously, my man's 100 grand. But then you got yourself Lucikiel and Greenry, which are really good generalists and can pretty much clear the whole game anyway. And now that Urzi received the buff, I heard rumors that she's actually a really decent generalist as well. And position in battles for heroes will be added. Now, I think this is a useful feature for people who don't know where their characters will be, but I think this is old news for the veteran players. But now to the biggest addition to this patch, and it is the challenge raid rework, and it's called a Raider's Pledge. And basically what it is the challenge raid like we know it, with a switch every single 2 weeks from multi to single mode. And so for those of you who are familiar with Genshin Impact, you got yourself a selector of difficulty which will multiply your points. Then you can get yourself advantages and penalties. The advantages will lower your points, the penalties will obviously gain you more points. But then the question is, what do we really get from this? Well, single season rewards will give you not only rubies, you can get yourself event artifact tickets. And so for the #1 headband, you can get one in full. That is crazy. So every month, if you can get the #1 headband, wow, that's crazy. But going down the ladder, it still seems very interesting for you to actually score on this content, because guess what? If you get up to number 500, you can get half of one. That's pretty good. But then the reward shop. So for the multi-shop, you get different points than from the single shop. That itself seems pretty good. But the same goes for unique weapons and unique treasures, and depending on how many points you get, I'm not quite sure how fast you can get your NPCs up. But I do think this is a very nice addition for, let's say, the newer players, because NPC unique weapons and unique treasures, outside of being heavy pay to win, are very time gated if you do it free to play. So having yourself another option to get yourself the NPC unique weapon ticket, this seems like a very good strategy. As for the single one, you can even get yourself a random soulstone ticket. I do not know why you want this, but it seems interesting. As for the rest, unique gear ticket to get yourself whatever you want on 20,000 points. I'm not sure about the point system just yet, so we will have to see how rewarding it is really. But if you can get yourself, let's say, a few items every 2 weeks, it still seems very viable. And funny enough, we will get another rewards for first clearing. Hopefully they will give it to veterans as well, and they haven't forgotten about us. But you can get yourself even more event artifact pieces. Thank you. So starting off at the beginning of the patch, we will be hitting Urkok at the multi-season. So grab yourself some Goblin Slayer friends and just whack this dude for some really good freebies. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some more to talk about. So the August developer note. And I was hoping for this to contain something really great. For one, we got something. We got a new panty shot. No, that wasn't what I was saying. No. Furthermore, we are also planning on making balance adjustment to the hero Yana altogether. So for those Yana players, those 3 of you, here you go. Your waiting has paid off. Wow. But ladies and gentlemen, this has a reason. As you may have noticed through our latest satisfaction survey, many raiders have been asking for the improvements of the old Dragon Raid content. We understand that Dragon Raid is a content in which most beginners play in order to get their game. What? No, nobody does that. You can just go Dark Legion because it's absolutely ridiculous to clear it, and even within my speedruns I could literally kill TM like within 10 hours. What? However, this content is still required for new and returning players to farm for gear for their heroes. Alright, okay. Beginners, you could have this. This is why it's hard to make improvements to this content, and we need to consider lots of different factors before the actual implementation. Just make something, really, please. Nevertheless, we are planning to add a new raid, which will be a high-level stage that will be related to the existing 4 Dragon Raids. More freebies! We are planning to make these updates in September. So, this is what's gonna happen. We are going to get a balance patch for the next patch, and then somewhere in September, it's not even sure if it's early or late, we will get a new content update. I'm really hoping that this challenge raid is to satisfaction of the people, because it doesn't seem like much. It doesn't even seem like a sneak peek, like we're gonna add a dragon to your game. How many games don't have dragons nowadays? If please, somebody in the comments, post down below if you know a game that doesn't contain any dragon. And we're also planning to expand the story through the appearance of the goddess Apostle. So we are going to see more Isaiah, more of her story mode, and hopefully we are going to get an introduction of the 4 new heroes. And for those of you who haven't seen it, there's a teaser link, which just shows you the new 4 characters around. So that being said, with the new challenge raid and the upcoming new dragon raids, I think we're gonna get a little bit of content for KR2 now. Somebody actually told me that KR2 will be hitting within Q4. So whether that is September, October, November, December, I do not quite know. I'm hoping for it to be sooner than later, because I think a lot of people are waiting for it. But I'd like to give you guys a formal announcement of a podcast that me and Karugaya are going to make. And we are going to include several topics down below into the description. And if you have any topics that you would like to add, please go down below into the Google Docs, give us a suggestion of things that we need to talk about. And it's not gonna be one flame fiesta, but just know that this is going to be something I think interesting on how to improve King's Raid and talk about gaming in general. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Peace.